It's the best place in the world. Because I was born here, my father was born here, and my grandfather came out from Germany here in about 1885.
I do like living here very much.
We're very happy here. We didn't live here all our lives, but when we retired, this is the place we came back to.
Well, it's home. That's all I can say.
Taken from a First Nations name that means bend, Powassan's original settlement was at the bend of the South River area. Just 20 minutes south of North Bay, Ontario, the small community of the municipality of Powassan can be found. The village of Powassan began around 1880 with the construction of the saw and grist mills. The mill employees built their own houses in that section of the village. Now, having grown substantially, Powassan has an estimated population of about 3,400 people, and the residents there are extremely welcoming. By being a smaller town, there's not much to do like there is in the bigger cities. So what makes Powassan such a popular area?
We have the basics. If you go uptown, we have probably 3 places you can get your hair done if you have hair. You can, 3 places to buy real estate, 2 places to buy drugs, I mean legitimate drugs. And you have the real estates, you have, we have pretty well everything that town can support.
The development has been based on logging and lumbering, but then it's evolved into other things, but it's been slow, incremental. A lot of people settled here, and a lot of those relatives are still around. There's incredible connections. You see names that I used to see in my neck of the woods, well, anywhere. And I've written about all the communities within miles of here.
I have read a little bit about how people earned their living, and a lot of it was through lumber and the names that became known in Powassan because of that industry. And then the building that took place brought out more people who were working in that field and did a lot to build beautiful homes and so on, Powassan.
Changed a lot. In 1955, they put in sewer and water. That was a big change. Had a lot of fires. A lot of communities have had fires over the years. Fire department was a bunch of buckets and some ropes to get water out of the well. It wasn't really much, but it's the way it was. Now we were well equipped, and now we have water. We have lots of water pressure. I remember the one fire when it was Domain's garage. It was up on the main street beside where the bank is now. Maybe where the bank was. It's where the bank is now. And it was a major fire. There were bulldozers in the basement, and they had a concrete floor for the main floor, which was the service department was in the basement. And it burned and went through, and the sky was pretty red, and I lived a block away. I wasn't that old. I don't know how old it was, probably 10. It's a long time ago. So memory of a long time ago isn't very good. You remember it, but whatever, limited.
Powassan has become really a bedroom community for North Bay. There's very little employment in Powassan. So in that respect, there's not the community togetherness, I don't think, that there was.
I like the small townness of it, and there are a lot of good people here, and I've made contacts with lots of them, and it's a pretty stable kind of thing. The big thing was, of course, when it joined with Trope Creek and South Hemsworth and became a much larger community. But even at that, they were like 1,200 each. So when they joined together, they got up about 32 or 35, something like that. And Chisholm is about 15, so well, like brothers and sisters, eh? And even though there's been an amalgamation, Trout Creek has very autonomous and has a life of its own. And then the South River, the South Hemsworth people are they intermix in much the same way that they did originally too. So yeah, I've just seen some incremental changes. That's all. Nothing radical. I'm quite happy with the way it's stabilized.
I would think so. Like we have the Lions Club and we have the other deals, and they're still surviving because they are community. Like you went down with Fish Fry. Fish Fry has a lot of people, not just community come down, but it's all the people in town really support it.
I think people look out for one another and new thing. And there are things that are done in Powassan on a yearly basis that everybody supports.
Powassan is home to many yearly festivals. The Maple Syrup Festival invites the community to come out and see firsthand how the delicious Canadian treat is made. The Windsong Music Festival has been going on for 8 years and features many local musicians from the Powassan and surrounding area.
So I think it's still them and us, which is sad. They probably have better deal at the arena than we do. We have a better arena than them. There's more volunteers in Trout Creek. It's like going from North Bay to Powassan to Trout Creek to, say, Port Loring. Up until about a year ago, I don't know if it's the same way now, they have arena manager at Trout Creek, and all the rest of the people do all the rest of the stuff.
I don't know, Stephan, that I would change anything. I'm very comfortable the way it is. I think the one drawback is that we have less children, so that the schools are in problems because of less children. And we have more of the seniors our age, so the churches are in problems because they're not getting the younger people in. And I think that's maybe the biggest problem with, but I think that's an all-over thing, not just Powassan.
There's never a way to showcase every single thing about a community, even as one as strong and close as Powassan is. In order to get the true Powassan experience, you'd have to be here. 20 minutes south of North Bay, this great community can be found, and everyone here would be more than happy to see you visit.
When the CNR and his 32 cars headed westbound from Powassan, and the men who rode the rails to find work for themselves met their fate